here in my yurt multitasking. So if I'm looking down, it's because I am sorting beans again. Believe it or not, I'm keeping very busy during yurt quarantine, so that's why I need to multitask. So a lot of people have been asking me, I feel so famous when I say that. A lot of people have been asking what my day is like. So I thought that's what I would make my first video blog for my friends and family about. Just giving you an idea of what it's like here in my quarantine. So it is April 14th. It's a Wednesday. And we're in the middle of the pandemic. So for the first 2 weeks here, I am in quarantine, and here is Meta Earth. If you did not know, Meta Earth Institute is a farm that also has yoga and other retreat programs, usually when there's not a global pandemic going on. I'm here volunteering for an indeterminate amount of time. So yeah, the first 2 weeks that I'm here, I can't go into the farmhouse, so I am living in this yurt, which I think I still will be after the 2 weeks, but at this point, all of my meals are either in here or on there's a nice porch of the farmhouse where if it's nice weather, we'll eat together. But basically, day starts for me around 6:30. I try to get up. Thanks to Kelly for her travel alarm clock. And I get up, do a little bit of yoga, which has been super necessary given all of the physical work that I've been doing and trying to stretch my muscles after a long day. So wake up at 6:30, do yoga, some meditation, and then at 8 o'clock, my breakfast is on the porch, pick that up, and eat it here in my yurt and get back to the porch by 8:30 for our team meeting in the morning. Right now, it's me, Jillian, and Russell, who are the farmers that own or are in charge of Meta Earth Institute, and another girl named Jillian who's about my age, and she's from New York City. And so it's just the 4 of us right now. There is another girl coming tomorrow from Saratoga Springs, so then there'll be 5 of us. So in the morning at 8:30, we figure out what our tasks are going to be for the morning, work from 8:30 to 12:30. So far that's been things like raking, mucking out pastures and stalls, hauling things with wheelbarrows, a lot of back-breaking work. So I think I'm slowly but surely building some muscle. I was pretty sore the first couple days, pretty tired the first couple days. I can't believe it's been a week already. Then at 12:30 we have lunch, and it's nice if we get a chance to sit together if it's nice out. If it's not, I come back here to my yurt and eat, and then have a 2-hour break until 2:30 when I can, take a nap or read or do something like this. Although right now I'm in the afternoon period from 2:30 to 6:30 when we have our afternoon tasks. And at the 8:30 meeting and the 2:30 meeting, we check in and talk about what our energy levels and the weather is allowing us to do. So they're all about working with our energy levels and what we're able to do that day. It's not as much about producing something or having some sort of end result as it is just working with what presents itself that day. So today, even though it's not raining, which is one reason why I would be doing something like shelling beans alone in my yurt, which normally would be like a collective project. We would do this in the kitchen together. But since we're in quarantine, we can't do that yet. But today I am doing this because I a little bit hurt my knee/leg, which is kind of a long story, which maybe I will get to in a little bit. But it's definitely interesting trying to listen to my body, and it was hard for me to say that I needed to do this afternoon instead of working outside. It's not that nice of a day out. It's only like 45 degrees. It's a little bit sunny. You can see my skylight shining down. But yeah, it takes some getting used to. And I have to say that overall I just feel so lucky that this is my quarantine, and in some ways this feels more normal than I think it does in the outside world. You know, being at home in such a strange situation was in some ways more strange than this whole change of pace here. This feels more natural, and I'm just very relaxed and happy. Obviously this is something that I've been working for a long time. And it's only been a week, but I feel really good here. I love my yurt. It's very simple. It just has a bed, a table, my wood-burning stove, which I try to keep going all the time right now while it's still kind of cold. I think Vermont is like a few weeks behind Buffalo as far as weather goes. We had snow on the ground this morning. So what other kinds of things have I been working on? Oh, yesterday we scrubbed down the outside of the yurts, including the roof. So up on ladders with hoses and scrubby brushes. Sorry, this takes some concentration. But like I said, I'm trying to keep myself honest and be working right now during this work period. And I wasn't sure when other time I would get to make a video to let everyone know how I'm doing. Especially because even after 6:30, after a long day, sometimes I'm just really tired and need to rest. Therefore, multitasking. One of the best parts so far is working with the animals. There's chickens, which I am learning how to move their pasture. There's a portable fence, so every few weeks or so, I think, we'll move their location because they'll scratch up different areas of the property, which, as they're fertilizing it, the chickens that is, by pooping there and then scratching it up, that's really making better soil. And they do that with all the animals, so eventually I'll be moving the cow pasture and the sheep pastures too. I've been doing a lot of mucking out those areas and turning them into compost piles, which is where all the wheelbarrowing comes in. A pitchfork has become a normal part of my life, which I never thought would be a thing. A very handy tool. And cow poops are much bigger than you would think. I have to say, I can never look at a whoopie pie the same way again. A very big whoopie pie, like bigger than my head. It's kind of funny. So there's 2 cows, and there's a flock of sheep as well. And this morning, one of the sheep was giving birth. So I got to help with that. Didn't get much sleep because it started around 3 a.m. and I said I wanted to witness that. So they came and rang a bell outside my door, and I got up and went out to the barn and was ready to be there to help with whatever might be needed. But by about 6 a.m., there was still no progress with the labor. So I went back to bed for about an hour, and got up, and by 9 o'clock we decided to intervene. So Jillian basically reached in there and was able to pull them both out. Sorry, it's really dry in here with the stove. Usually I keep like a bucket of water in here and like a pot of water on the stove to keep it more hydrated and moisturized in here. I'm also warming up some tea right now, but bear with me. Because this was just a really great day. I was really, really hoping to be able to see the birth of a lamb. And so there's two rams, two baby boy lambs now, and just a few hours old. And it was just a really amazing experience to see. And the first one that came out, we weren't sure if it made it, so when it finally did move, it was really overwhelming. And it just made me think about how life is not guaranteed. It really is a gift. So that's something I'm thinking about today, and definitely something I'm learning about on the farm, because there have been other lambs already this year that haven't made it. And it's a scary thing, but it's reality. So learning a lot about the circle of life. So I guess I'm gonna leave it at that for now. Again, I'm just really happy to be here, really trying to immerse, and it's serving me really well. I've just been doing so well and feeling really happy, and I hope you all are doing well too. And see you soon.